It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, only one win in their last 6 games. They know they can play much better, looking to be more competitive tonight. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! 2 athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
The skyline of Orlando is seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. And it's the Suns coming in from out of town on this one, an interconference game today. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Looking back to the last matchup between these two teams, it was Phoenix who was unable to get it done against the Orlando Magic.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
Yeah, and that turned the tide, the rebounding differential. They've got to focus and make it a team effort to really pound the glass.
Well, for those teams already expected Clark to go deep into the playoffs around this time of year, how easy do you think it is to just go through the motions and maybe not tighten the screws as much as you should?
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I never had the experience of being a player on a playoff team, but I did broadcast a number of the outstanding Pacers teams, and it is tough in the long haul of the season for teams that are fighting for potential championships to stay engaged fully during the regular season. There is a period, and I think most really good teams will admit it, that they aren't as focused because they're excited for the playoffs to start, and they just have to work themselves through those dog days of the regular season.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Chandler out there with Trevor Ariza. Now here is Augustine. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami. 6 on the shot clock. Fournier into the lane. Can't hit from 12. Here's the Suns with the ball. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Igor Kokoshkov and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He said the big thing is we cannot play hero ball. We've got to be unselfish and trust our offense. We'll see if they can turn the tables around and even up this season series, Kevin. Back to you.
That's great, David. Thanks. They've got their hands full against a team that plays such tough D.
And that's why you got to be flexible in terms of your game plan, particularly on the offensive end. They might have to try a few different approaches till they find one that works.
For sure. I mean, they have to be ready to adapt. The only way to break down this defense is to show them a lot of different looks.
Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Augustine looking around. Pass to Vucevic. Shot from 16. Orlando getting another chance here. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Booker from the arc. And that one is off. So Orlando will take it the other way. Fournier against Booker. To the inside. Augustine takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Tricky and crafty inside. Augustine has a unique ability to get tough shots over the defense.
Okobo, guarded by Augustine. Okobo And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And, you know, last season the Magic fell short of their goals, dealt with a lot of injuries, and just had a lot of holes in their roster, too. What was an uphill battle to begin with became really an impossible one.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch, and cashed in on his chances. And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And as you said, the Magic last season dealt with numerous injuries.
Yeah, you know, the fact of the matter, Kevin, is the Magic just didn't have enough talent to compete either, in spite of the injuries. Rebounding the ball was an issue, and they didn't have any area of the game that they were really great in.
And so he makes both from the line. For the Phoenix Suns, they're coming off a good outing against Brooklyn. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Vucevic down low. Chandler on him. Vucevic with the bucket.
And Vucevic is crafty, clever, close to the bucket.
The Suns trailing. Ariza outside. Pass to Booker. Chandler finds Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Now, here's Fournier. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami.
Kudos to him for his energy, especially on the glass where he was an absolute beast.
Now, here's Jackson, following the miss by Evan Fournier. So they take the lead.
Nicely done that time by Jackson, Kevin. So strong and athletic, and really solid at fighting through contact and scoring.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
And Orlando making a change here. Wamba's checked in.
One shot.
That one misses from Jackson. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Now, here's Fournier. And you know the points will always be there for him. He's averaging just a shade under 20 points a game right now.
The defense looking helpless here. Fournier is solid at scoring despite getting hit. Really strong playing through contact.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
And that one falls for Fournier. And Evan Fournier, the young player out of France, gives you a lot to work with on the offensive end.
Yeah, Fournier has become more of an initiator, a guy who sets things up offensively. He can take over the ball handling duties from time to time and takes good care of it. He squeezes that orange pretty well, and he looks really comfortable, more and more comfortable running the pick and roll.
And Orlando has possession after the Suns pick up 2. It's Fournier on the wing. No good on the 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Goes up the baseline. A nice shot by Booker. Booker's got 6.
Love that aggressive mentality, constantly looking to put the ball in the basket.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. Over Ariza. The Magic again can't hit. Suns leading by 5. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control.
Boy, the defense was great. Superb, stellar, platinum level. Can't really contest that shot any better than that.
Now here is Augustine. Devin Booker missing his last shot. That one drops for him. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chandler outside. Jackson has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got his second basket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Booker after the miss from Vucevic. Booker the pass to Ariza. And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. Ariza outside. Passes it to Jackson. Shot clock at 3.
Outstanding D. Fournier using every inch of his reach to bother shooters.
Gordon with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for Phoenix. 6-point game. They grab their own miss, and Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalties.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Terrence Ross is checked in for Aaron Gordon. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Fournier. And it's Grant in for Augustine. And for the Suns, Rashawn Holmes comes in for Chandler. And it's Anderson in for Trevor Ariza.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And that's just an example and display of strength from Vucevic. I mean, just overpowering whoever's in his path.
And even though Vucevic can get you a good amount of blocks and steals, Clark, in a season, most would agree his defense isn't a strong point.
No, it's not, but it's not a liability either, Kevin. I mean, he understands where to be and how to get there. He's not super athletic and doesn't protect the rim in a shot-blocking fashion, but he knows how to use his body to position himself well defensively.
Suns leading by 3. Now Daniels, taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Booker outside. 5 on the clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and it's good off the back rim and in. Booker's got 8 points. Orlando's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Vucevic. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
And the pass to Daniels. That's tipped. Stolen by Grant. To the inside. Here's Bamba. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Loving the toughness there from Bamba. Just needs to keep proving that he's not to be messed with.
Daniels kicks to Anderson. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Orlando trailing here. And a wide open look for Simmons. A three-pointer is right on target. Simmons got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here is Daniels. He's covered by Grant. Snatched up. Pass to Booker. Back to Anderson. Can they get it? The shot. No good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Got that bucket in no time at all. Now it's a 4-point Magic lead.
You know, an accomplished scorer has a lot of ways to fill it up, and Jonathan Simmons fits that bill.
And Booker kicks to Daniels. And the three ball is good.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Grant with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. And Vucevic throws it down.
And whenever Vucevic has the ball that deep in the paint, I mean, he's looking to throw it down. You know, guys, Nikola Vucevic is a very skilled big man out of USC. He rebounds well, scores it from inside, and has a nice touch. He's got a really well-rounded offensive game as a center. Even added a three ball to his repertoire recently to further stretch out interior defenses.
And with Vucevic, he's an established scorer, but also a very unselfish player.
Yeah, he's a very smart player, too. A big guy with nice mobility, excellent hands, passes well for his position, works inside out. And as he continues to mature, I think you could see Vucevic leaning more and more on his ability to set others up out of the post rather than just looking for his own shot.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
First free throw is good. And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright future ahead for him.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Floor spacing is such an important element of the game now, Clark, and I know you have a list of guys who you think can stretch it the most in the game now.
Yeah, you start with Steph Curry. I mean, clearly, his shot-making ability from anywhere in the building is unlike most any other in the league. Damian Lillard has similar type range. Jamal Crawford would come to mind, but Steph Curry's at the head of that list for me.
Shooting two.
First free throw is good.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having two young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. The Magic shooting the sixth attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
That free throw good from Ross.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's the teardrop. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything stands out west. You take a look at the Warriors. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And checking out Phoenix, 6.5 games behind them.
And I think for the Suns, they were a team that no one knew quite what to make of entering the season. But as the years gone on, it's become clear they're legit contenders.
abundantly clear. I mean, they can compete with any team in the league, and I think they still have some upside, room for improvement.
So it's Phoenix now, following the miss by Mohamed Bamba. Grant finds Ross. Here's Vucevic, and slam dunk by Vucevic.
Ross has earned his reputation as a team-first guy. Excellent at distributing the ball.
Suns trail by 9. Here is Daniels. He's got 5. Suns moving the ball around. A 3 from Anderson. Rebound by the Magic. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And that's one of those games where I just felt the attitude going in was wrong. I think they believed what was being said about them in the press, and that was a game that they just couldn't win.
I'm going to disagree with you here. I don't think it was about lacking confidence in themselves. I just think the talent difference between the teams was too much for them to overcome.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Giving up too many open shots. I mean, that's what's happening here, Greg. They look to me to be a bit sluggish.
Now, here's Holmes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And again, it's the Suns missing.
Obviously, I mean, it would go a long way if he's making his shots. Right now, they're behind, and they certainly could use his help.
Shots good by Simmons.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Here's Booker after the Magic pick up 2. 6 on the shot clock to end the drought. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
One shot, gentlemen.
Grant kicks to Vucevic. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on. I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Magic lead by 13. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. Almost 2 decades in the NBA for the veteran Tyson Chandler. He had this to say about Devin Booker.
I played with guys that were more athletic. I played with guys that were just shooters. You know, I played with guys that were great scorers. He kind of falls in between those. You know, he moves well without the ball. He plays well with the ball. He's a great scorer. He's not just a shooter.
And you know, Greg, not many players have dropped 70 points in an NBA game. Devin Booker is among them.
And crazy, but he's still expanding his offensive repertoire. He's a scorer and he's a shooter.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
Yeah, like an avalanche, Greg, overpowering the defense on the majority of their possessions.
Setting the floor for the Suns, we've got Rashawn Holmes. Bridges out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position.
You look at Jonathan Isaac. He was drafted 6th overall in 2017 as a bit of a project. Had a growth spurt late, so he has a tall frame that still needs to fill out and get stronger. But he's got a lot of potential. Pretty skilled for a big guy. Great physical tools, but needs some refinement.
Now, here's Grant. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Here's Anderson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Cans it from downtown. And they feel down in Orlando, Clark, that Isaac has a lot of upside with his game.
And I concur with that, Kevin. I mean, this guy is long, he's athletic, he's got some versatility in his game, can put the ball on the floor. He could be comparable to a Giannis Antetokounmpo as he develops. Again, I don't like to always compare players one to another, but he's got that kind of look and potential about him.
Pass to Bridges. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Magic leading by 12. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time. And it's difficult to do, even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. D.A., thank you. For the Magic, Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Terrence Ross. Fournier comes in for Simmons. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Grant. Bamba passes to Fournier. And there's the call on Chandler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Josh Jackson's checked in for Bridges. Now, here's Bamba. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. There's the lob to Jackson. Tipped away. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Now here is Augustine. Tight defense on him. That one wide left.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Inside, Okobo. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Now here is Augustine. Guarded closely. Outside Fournier. He kicks to Bamba. That's a 2 from Gordon. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Orlando leading by 10. Passes it to Bamba. Down low, here's Fournier. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Fournier's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Even when the defense is right up in Fournier, he's still tricky down inside. Constantly figures out ways to keep the defense guessing.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Clark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules have gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balancing act for the game.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room. Outside Fournier. Right wing. Isaac kicks to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Augustine, no luck. And here are the Suns now. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Down low. Okobo, guarded by Augustine. Okobo. And the lead is down inside single digits. 8 points for him.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Bamba. Chandler with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Daniels, no good. Magic leading by 8. Isaac passes to Bamba. Kicks it to Ariza. Okobo, guarded by Augustine. Teardrop shot, got a hand on it.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
Now here is Augustine. He's covered closely. In the corner, it's Gordon. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Gordon's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. They led by as many as 18 points. There's the pass to Gordon. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Suns. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And typically on the road, it's harder to get into a great rhythm offensively, but they did just that.
Yeah, and from the start, Greg, you could tell they were ready to go. Loved how fearless they were, confident, aggressive, attack mode. They don't care where the games are played. They're ready to get it done.
And it's the Magic with the ball, following the score by Phoenix. Pass to Isaac. Magic moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. Chandler against Augustine. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. Suns trail by 9. Okobo, guarded by Augustine. Okobo. They get the rebound. Jackson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
You know, when I saw Jackson back in college, I thought he was the best two-way player in the country. I mean, he's athletic, he's confident, he's aggressive. Man, he plays with the verve that you like to see a guy play with.
He's 0 of 1 from the line, missing on his first trip.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
You know, there's been some improvement in his free throw shooting this year. His percentage has taken a little jump compared to last season.
Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Second free throw, no good. And for the Orlando Magic, the 2017-18 season, Clark, not a great one, but they did have some bright spots.
Well, they saw what Aaron Gordon can do. That's a positive. Had a chance to grow some young players like Jonathan Isaac. A tough season for sure, but this is all part of evaluating what you have and where you stand.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Jackson down low, guarded by Augustine. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Jackson. Now here is Augustine. He's guarded closely. Outside Fournier. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Ariza. Shot clock at 5. Over in the corner, Chandler. Okobo tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Orlando leading by 11. Fournier gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
This has been a rough, turbulent outing for him so far. Fortunately, the rest of his team has bailed him out.
Now here is Augustine. Defense right on him. Outside Fournier. Gordon finds Fournier. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Tyson Chandler. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. He always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
And that one falls for Fournier.
And in a relatively short time, Fournier has really increased his role in the league. I mean, he's a player you have to guard and keep an eye on at all times.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Simmons comes in for Jonathan Isaac, and it's Grant in for Augustine. So he gets them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
To the middle. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Jackson.
Boy, he's already got a nice interior game, Kevin, but Jackson, I think, is only going to get better and better.
Here's Grant, feeds it to Gordon. Over to the left wing. And Vucevic kicks to Grant. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier. Here's Gordon. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it. Gordon's got 5.
Boy, I like the confidence here. Gordon is excellent at realizing when he has room to shoot even before he has the ball. That's what we call seeing a play ahead.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
And, you know, that's a really good sign. I mean, they stumbled out of the gate, but they're starting to look a little better now and regaining some ground.
One shot.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
Now here's Ross. He's got 5. He kicks it to Vucevic. Lob pass to Gordon. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Grant. Grant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Passes it to Ross. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. And it's Terrence Ross with the three. Ross has got 8. And for Gordon, in his first full season as a starter, he instantly became a star in the league.
And when he was taken 4th overall, this was the type of player the team was hoping he'd become. His outside shot has improved by leaps and bounds and always plays with speed and athleticism. And now I think he's got a much more fully rounded game, which makes him dangerous.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. So we'll get to see Josh Jackson go to the line here. It goes on Jaren Grant. The Suns have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area. .109 left in the first half of basketball. Kicks to Ross. Back to Grant. Six on the shot clock. Another shot. They shoot again. The rebound by Anderson. Great look, but he couldn't finish. Everything but is how we say that. Surprising since the defense was very pedestrian.
Off target from three-point range.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And, boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
You're exactly right, Greg. I mean, with the way it looks, what we have to hope for now is that somehow it's not a long-term issue.
Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Gordon. Orlando leading by 15. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Booker. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Ross passes to Grant. The pass to Vucevic. Lays it up and banks it in. Vucevic has got 17.
And, you know, when Vucevic gets in the zone and is rolling like this, you just have to make sure he gets his touches. Give him the ball.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Magic leading by 17. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. A tremendous start for Nikola Vucevic. He ended up with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Phoenix?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side,
my brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Yeah, he squatted on that paint area and owned it, perfectly using his size and that soft touch inside. That's a heck of a combination, strength, size, and soft touch. Nice.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. Terrence Ross is out there with Isaac, and it's Vucevic in at the center. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. There's the lob to Jackson. Isaac with the steal. To the left side wing. For three, Ross. That's in. Augustine with the assist. Augustine's got 3 assists now in this one.
Man, I like the three-point stroke of Ross. Gets it off so effortlessly. Man, he's got terrific form.
Chandler outside. The dish to Booker. Clock at 6. It's Ariza on the wing. He's covered by Isaac. Ariza no luck. Magic leading by 20. To the paint. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And that one against the Bulls, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
Off target with his 3.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Yeah, you know, it's got to be terribly deflating for the opposition. Boy, they look helpless, really getting beat up, physically and emotionally.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Fournier against Booker. Now, here's Fournier. Tight defense on him. Here's Vucevic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Booker. His last 10 games have been exceptional. He's averaging 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
No good on that one.
And the size and skill set that Vucevic possesses makes it hard for defenders. He's agile as a 7-footer, and he also has enough body and knows how to use it that defenses have a real problem with it.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. And he sinks the second. The Suns have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And it's time for an injury report. Let's get an update on Aaron Gordon. David Aldridge, what's the status?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Orlando let me know his status. Told me that it looks like he sprained that wrist. Thankfully, no signs of broken bones. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks for checking in and letting us know how he's doing.
And let's just hope that he doesn't have any setbacks during his recovery.
Yeah, I'm with you there, guys. One thing we know is that he's not going to let it get him down. I mean, it'll only motivate him to work harder to get back as soon as possible.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Over Chandler. And Orlando again with the bucket.
That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Booker outside. Pass to Ariza. Okobo, guarded by Augustine. 6 on the shot clock. Okobo. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Dishes to Jackson. Suns moving the ball around. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And the Suns making a change here. Daniels has checked in. Magic leading by 23. And here's Augustine. 6 points for him. Outside Fournier. Over to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the elbow. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league, is really just a raw athlete. It's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Now, here's Fournier. 14 points for him. Now here is Augustine. Here's Bamba. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ariza's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. But they get it back. With the teardrop. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Free throw good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. Commissioner Adam Silver believes, Clark, that the NBA will see its first female head coach sooner than later. What do you think?
I think it'll happen. I'm not sure exactly if it'll be sooner. I think it'll be a little time because the pipeline, I think, has to be established to where you have some candidates. And you very well could have candidates now that may not have coached in the NBA that could possibly move into a head coaching role. But I think the progression to that would require, I think, more female assistant coaches before there's a comfort level with moving in that direction from an owner standpoint.
Ariza outside. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Trevor Ariza, a long limb defender, offensively a complimentary scorer. You're not going to run your offense through him, but he can space the floor and make big shots when you run offense to him.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Simmons checked in for Vucevic, and it's Grant in for Augustine.
One shot, find the lanes.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. And Clark, in today's game, you need role players like Ariza, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And he's a prototypical 3-and-D wing. Brings consistency and maturity to his role, sacrificing stats and individual recognition in service of the team. And he's also a guy who's won a championship.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Suns.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in. Almost halfway through the season, let's check out the standings in the East. Look at Milwaukee, earning the first place position with a terrific record. And we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And, of course, Orlando. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And when I look at Orlando, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Here's Grant. The Suns getting the bucket. Outside Fournier. Booker against Simmons. Isaac. That one, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. Here's Fournier. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Now Bridges. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Unloads from 13. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And there's Booker on the assist by Ariza. Ariza's got 3 assists now in this one. Orlando leading by 16. Grant kicks to Bamba. A 3 from Simmons. Bridges with the board.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
Anderson wide open. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
Well, I mean, you really feel for him. I mean, and the entire team. Just, you got to hope for the best.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. I mean, of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. 4th, Devin Booker.
You know, just ask this group. Sometimes when you're hot, you're hot. And it's a comforting feeling for a coach to know you've got one of those guys roaming on the perimeter.
And not only can they light it up from the perimeter, Greg, but they get their buckets getting to the rim as well. I mean, aggressive moves to the basket are always going to help your shooting percentage. You got to get some easy ones to shoot a high percentage. A smart, decisive pass inside there. He really made it easy for his teammate.
Out to the wing. Holmes kicks to Anderson. Bridges passes to Ariza. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. Good on the triple. Ariza's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Man, watching Ariza pull the trigger from outside, he is a skilled sniper from deep.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. Holmes with the steal. Booker looking around. There's the double team with Grant. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And it's the Magic with the ball. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Orlando Magic. The lead is 15. Tipped away. Here's Ariza. Lays it up off the glass. Ariza's got 10 points.
You know, even though he's been on, they still are behind. I mean, there's only so much he can do.
Grant against Booker. Grant kicks to Simmons. Shoots. The dive for the ball. And so Orlando again turning it over. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for the Phoenix Suns. They'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against the Warriors, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
Isaac. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 5th rebound in this one. From about 19 feet. Kicks it out to Ariza. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. No good from Booker. Magic leading by 13. 1:52 left in the third. Here's Simmons. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. 9 points in the game so far.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. Josh Jackson's checked in for Phoenix.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
And it's Vucevic missing. Suns trail by 12. Here's Bridges. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 4 assists now tonight. 1:11 left in the third. Grant with the ball. He kicks it to Vucevic. Grant, that's good. Grant's got his second basket of the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Bridges dishes to Jackson. Holmes. And that one goes long. Magic leading by 12. Here is Ross. He's got 11. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's a case where the deceptive strength that Ross has helps him score over the defense. You can't afford to take this guy lightly.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Terrence Ross.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Ross no good on the free throw. Suns trail by 14. Inside, it's deflected. To the inside, Booker finds Holmes. Now, here's Bridges. Clock at 6. Passes to Booker. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Grant. From deep. He can't hit that time. And so it's Orlando with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've got their field goal percentage to thank for that. They've been hot from all over the floor tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Magic leading by 14. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Suns, they've got Jackson. Ryan Anderson out there with Holmes. Then it's Bridges. Suns shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Pass to Holmes. It's stolen by Vucevic. Simmons. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Magic lead by 18.
And, you know, Simmons has some bounce now and does a really good job at timing those offensive rebounds.
Pass to Holmes. And Anderson kicks to Jackson. Okobo. He's guarded by Ross. Passes it to Holmes. 4 on the shot clock. Poked loose. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for the Suns. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And here's Augustine. Ross on the wing. Here's the three. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
Yeah, nice vision from the little fella there, Augustine, making it easy for his teammates by finding the open man.
And Anderson has it in the corner. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And that's how you answer back.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, go right back at him. Show him you can shoot from outside all night long.
Now here's Ross. The shot missing. Chandler with the defensive effort. Now here's Jackson. Over Ross. And the basket by Jackson.
Man, it's so much fun watching Jackson create his own shot, and ball handling ability and athleticism gives you a chance to do that.
Here is Augustine. And there's the pass to Ross. Kicks it to Vucevic. Over Chandler. And it's Vucevic missing. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Down low. Here's Chandler. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, it's Chandler, a difference maker defensively. The shot blocking, the controlling of the lane. He also gobbles up those rebounds.
2 shots. Last on the first.
First one falls for him. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Ross passes to Isaac. Took him no time at all on that one. And the Magic lead by 17.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now Bridges buries it from 3-point range.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Now here is Augustine. He kicks to Ross. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the middle. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Chandler.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there. Has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
Now here's Ross. Here's Vucevic. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Vucevic has got 24.
An open jump shot there, and their D not putting up any resistance today.
Chandler outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Simmons inside. Defended by Bridges. Bridges against Simmons. It's tipped. Vucevic with the block.
Hey, that expansive reach of Vucevic's really helps him on the defensive end. He uses that length to really bother the confidence of shooters.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Deflects the pass. Okobo, guarded by Augustine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Shooting for Phoenix. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And for the Suns, Reza comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Devin Booker in for Bridges. Good on both. The Magic leading by 14. Augustine with it. The teardrop falls in.
And Augustine really sizes up these floaters perfectly, Kevin. Makes it hard for the defense to get a hand up on time.
Pass to Booker. Chandler up top. Poked away. Okobo, guarded by Augustine. 5 on the clock. Okobo busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Here's Augustine. Pass to Isaac. Kicks it to Fournier. From 12 feet out. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. The one-hand hole punch.
Here's Fournier. No good on that one. Good D by Booker. Floats one up. Second shot opportunity, and Chandler lays it in.
Boy, I like seeing that toughness on the offensive glass. Did a nice job judging, anticipating where the miss was going, and then putting it back in. Nicely done.
For 3, Fournier. Rebound by the Suns. Chandler's got 8 rebounds in this game.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Fournier against Booker. And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Vucevic to the pass to Augustine. Off target at the rim. Suns trail by 10 to the paint. And now Orlando on the break. Isaac with the ball. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Ariza finds Booker, and he trims the lead to single digits. Booker's got 18 points just in the second half.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Nikola Vucevic.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
This was a bounce-back game for him. He was very shaky in his previous outing, so give him credit for being able to turn it around so quickly. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, look, here's what Steve Clifford went over with his guys during the break. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Time now for an injury report. We've got a chance now to check up on Mohamed Bamba's status. David.
Hey, Kevin, I chatted briefly with the head athletic trainer for the Magic. Unfortunately, it does not look good at all. He'll be sidelined for the rest of this game, and it doesn't look like he'll be back on the court anytime soon. Very bad news. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
And Orlando making a change here. Owundu's checked in. That will fall for his 7th bucket, 7 for 15 in this game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Fournier against Booker. Outside Fournier. Banked in off the glass. And the Magic lead by 8.
The penetrating game, the ability to get inside off the dribble, very important for this team. And Fournier is brilliant when it comes to slicing up the defense with his drives.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is, playing to his strengths.
Right side Jackson. That 3 off the mark. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. To the paint, here's Owundu. That's in. Augustine with the assist.
And just great offensive execution by both sides, leaving nothing on the table.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Greg, both of these teams completely aligned, in sync right now. I mean, they are torching the Nets late in this ball game.
And so here's Phoenix. The Magic getting the bucket. To the middle, here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Grant.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Textbook defense all around. Nice job at contesting the shot without fouling, and that's how you do it. Well done.
Now here is Augustine. After Josh Jackson's miss, 4 on the clock. Fournier, that's for 2. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Augustine. Fournier in the corner. And the 3 ball is good. Fournier's got 21.
And the quick release of Fournier. Man, he's so good at getting his shot off as soon as the pass reaches his hand.
Top of the key, Ariza. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 22.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Now here's Fournier. 1:53 left to play in the final quarter. And Jackson with the block.
You know, one of the things Jackson is well known for is his defense. I mean, he's athletic, he's got good timing, and he really relishes playing defense. And his length is actually very helpful as well.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now for an update on Vucevic's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for Orlando let me know his status. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. We're well into this season, and that is the last thing this team needed. And that's going to make things much harder for them down the road. Kevin?
Well, thank you, David. Hopefully, we'll see him very soon. Vucevic checked in for the Magic. Terrence Ross comes in for Grant. Here's Vucevic. Now here is Augustine. T right on him. Fires for three. Traps in the tray. Augustine's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, and Augustine continues to get it done from deep, Kevin. A consistent three-ball shooter who gets his shot up in a hurry.
On the wing, Booker. He's guarded by Fournier. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Magic.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And this will be a big win for them. Lucky win number 13 now in the bag.
And playing this team only twice on the year, yet you have to feel good about their strategy and execution. Tonight they complete the season series sweep against the Suns.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Vucevic.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight. I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 34 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
Well, they'll need a very quick basket out of this timeout.
Yeah, and even if they get it and then get a quick foul, I'm not sure there's enough time even under that scenario.
Booker against Fournier. Lets it go from 11, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, definitely on the roll right now. Seems like everything he's throwing up is going down.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and so they foul intentionally.
At the line, shooting two. DJ Augustine.
Shooting two.
Gets the first. That makes it a 7-point lead.
And, the speedy Augustine is really an excellent teammate and a dependable role player, a veteran presence who can really stroke it.
And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game. Phoenix calls timeout. They're down by 8. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And this is what happens when you dig yourself a hole. It's hard to climb out of.
Well, to me, they look emotionally spent.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Evan Fournier. Hey, Evan, does a win like tonight's against this kind of competition show you how far you've come as a team?
Yeah, sure. We obviously showing progress. but we want to be a very good team. We are very ambitious.
Nothing wrong with a little ambition, Evan. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time